So, welcome back. Roll high and subscribe. Chris, you're late. You're doing the 10-second recap. Quick, go.
10-second recap. We meet a skyship, the Bellevue. They tell us about some their struggles. Allie and Gringo, who hop over to try and help Biff. We are going to try and have them join us. They fight, they die, we get a new ship. We start flying off in our Bellevue after we did try to hire them and they refused. So we start flying off looking to try and harvest some of the crystals, try and get us to fly. We find Hissix Orbelt chained on the Bellevue. He's an old brown braid. And we go off in search of, I believe, a place to try and harvest some of these crystals, and we see a herd of cows float by, trapped in parachutes. I think that's where we left off.
That's exactly where we left off. All right, good. Okay, very good, very good. All right, you guys see these cows. I don't know where the hell that encounter went, but the cows were they had balloons on them?
They're floating by with parachutes.
With parachutes. Moo, moo. You guys hear, we did a perception check last time. That was where we ended. So what you see is there's a island, a floating island up above, and there are cows falling from that island, and you hear some murmurings of, you hear a couple voices chattering, but you can't make it out, just yelling. You hear the word like cows and stuff, and you hear some mooing cows. That's pretty much it. And I think that Turgan is on the ship with
the Bellevue.
The Bellevue, and he's on the ship with I guess I won't put out the models because it's too much work, but I think Turgan has the orcs Cog, Slog, and Sagaboo. I just have those names here. I think that they have. I don't think they died.
I have Cog, Slog, and Sog. I guess Sagaboo is what it is
Sog
now.
is short for Sagaboo, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on your ship, Chris, you have a bunch of the priests. So
there are a whole other list.
There are cows descending on you slowly in front of the ship. There are 4 of them that you can see, and there is your first floating island on this adventure that you see.
Quick, get the harpoons, catch the cows. That's our food.
With a harpoon.
Or,
do we need harpoons, or can we, I guess harpoons are fine. Yeah, sure.
Do we have harpoons?
I don't know.
Well, what's the plan? How are you going to use the harpoon? Let's hear it.
Well, I'm going to grab a rope and tie it off to the deck, and then I'm going to take the other end of the rope and tie it off to this spear that I have, and I'm going to huck this spear as hard as I can at a cow.
Well,
are you trying to penetrate, or go ahead, Buddha Butt.
Okay, they're held up by balloons. You said
the parachutes.
Is that what you said?
They're slowly.
Parachutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't we position the ship under them, and I'll just use my laser pistol to cut all the ropes, and then they'll fall onto the deck.
Oh, that works.
Better to have fresh cows than speared dead cows.
All right. Okay. Who wants to do this? And Turgan, are you interested in catching cows on your ship? Because you can also give commands.
Oh, I can? Okay. Then hell yeah. Of course I want to catch cows.
We'll get these 2. You get those 2.
Okay.
Aye.
All right, so Booterbot, you are going to you're going to position the ship underneath, and you are going to, which I don't think the ship will just take the action to slowly go underneath two of them.
Stag will help use his turns to help guide the ship as captain.
Okay. And Booterbot, you're going to take out your pistol and you're going to shoot one of these, or I guess both of these cows. So go ahead and give me a dex save, I guess, if you're going to, or dex.
Maybe I should have picked something else. Oh well. Do I have like a cantrip I could use? Let's change it from something that's dex save to I could do like my acid splash on the parachutes instead. How does that sound?
Acid splash.
Or is that gonna?
I don't know.
No, because
I'll give you two.
it is not. It is a single. You hurl a bubble of acid. It only. Yeah, they must be within 5 feet of each other. But I'd be aiming for the parachutes, not them. How do you feel about that as an idea?
That's fine. You can do it. It depends on how you're going to create. Is this your cantrip you have?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to create a acid bubble in the middle of the lower portion of the. Actually, I guess one portion of the parachute, because there's just going to be two. Cow's going to have like a strap, and like the ropes are going to be parachuting down. So,
can your acid splash split into hit two targets?
It can, yeah.
Within 5 feet, so it splits and hit both things of the parachute.
Parachute, yeah.
I still think you're going to have to roll me something.
Or I could just fly and like go
catch them.
The fucking parachutes.
But a cantrip you can do. A cantrip you can do multiple times without.
A cantrip I can do multiple times, and it doesn't have like.
That's fine.
It doesn't have like a save.
The two cows are going to fall, and they are cows, so they are going to.
Everyone, get them. We're gonna have a bunch of people trying to wrangle these two cows.
This is gonna be hilarious. So I'll try to do this as quickly as possible. Geraldo and Martin are gonna be told by Greek, "This go catch those cows." And Geraldo and Martin are gonna stand there like this underneath, and the cow weighs a lot. And it is falling without a parachute now. So two things are going to happen. They're going to roll for
we lose 2 crew members.
They're going to roll for a strength save. Yeah, I don't know. And I'll just make it. And that's one. And that's the other. So how would you like to describe this crushing... Booterbot, describe this fail on Geraldo. Cow smashes into him. What happens to his body there? Because he failed that strength save.
He goes, like he's trying to catch it, and he just gets flattened, like Looney Tunes style, by the cow. And
then the cow is going to roll his dex save of a natural 20, dude. The cow lands. Boom.
The cow is going to fucking tumble, like perfect tumble after. Right
on top of Geraldo. I think Geraldo is out for the count right now.
More than likely.
And then the other one catches the cow. He somehow catches it softly. The cow's going to make a dex save and fail with a 6, and it's going to lose. It's going to break 2 of its legs. So you have one moo there. The other one's perfect. Turgan, how are you getting these cows in?
Do I have harpoons I can shoot?
Yes, you can.
Okay, and can I get assistance from any of the crew members on my ship?
You sure can. Who would you?
Slogan Slogaboo.
Yeah, who would you like to name? Yeah, Slogaboo's gonna say, I'll help you.
All right. Just take game. And then, let me know when I can.
Yeah, you got to roll
roll.
I think you got to roll a dex for the hand throwing of the harpoon at the cow. Are you trying to pierce it, or are you trying to like get its? How are you trying to wheel it in?
Yeah, I'm trying to like pierce it and reel it in.
Pull it in. Okay.
Yeah. So straight dex, or is it like I don't know.
Let's see.
Like athletics, acrobatics.
You can do athletics if you'd like.
Okay.
I think what the orc is going to do is going to follow your lead. So whatever you do, he's going to do. So acrobatics is fine.
Oh, acrobatics, not
Mhm.
athletics. Okay, acrobatics. 13.
Okay, so the harpoon hits the cow, and I'm gonna do 8. The orc is gonna throw his spear and miss with the 8, and it's gonna hit the parachute, and that cow is gonna start falling really fast. Your cow is going to take some damage. Let's hope you didn't kill it. So you hit it. You rolled a 16, you said?
13.
13. Oh, you missed. You hit it. No, you missed. I'm sorry. And that cow is going to be continuing to float down. The other cow is just going to drop out of the sky. So you got one cow left, floating in the air.
Did we just murder a cow? Was that what just happened?
Yeah. One cow is gone.
Look at the.
Poor cow.
I'm gonna try to hit it again.
All right, you can try it. I'll give you advantage on this one since it's almost at outside the ship, next to the ship.
Oh God. Yeah, I just rolled a 1 plus
All right,
1.
so that one also the two failed spears. The cow drops kaput. Boom. It just falls and falls and falls. So you murdered 2 cows. The other ship, however, has 1 cow, and you see this floating island, and there are voices, and you hear, "Move on! Get the cows!"
Okay. Chris, you're muted.
Do I see any people after hearing the voices a couple times?
Are you guys getting closer to this? Are you sailing towards it because you're like away in the
How
the
far
island?
away is it?
I don't know. It's probably 20 feet above you. 10 feet.
Oh,
You're probably 30
after
feet away from the.
yeah, after we catch the cows, I'll start rising up to see what's up there.
All right. So you get up there, and what you see is just a floating. It's like a small, almost as big as the ship, island, and there are 2 inhabitants on that ship, and they are dressed in, I don't know, yellow robes.
Yellow robes.
Mm-hmm. The island has just one green pasture, small, and it has a cow on it.
Hello there. Are you all doing okay?
Move on! Look, one of the cows. He sees.
Oh, we have a second one. It fell over and broke a couple legs, I think. Are these yours?
They are. There are cows.
How'd they get lost?
Well, we always give praise to Skyzel the Great. And during our last prayer, one of the cows mooed, and he got frustrated. You know, Skyzel, I'm sure you've heard of him. He gets frustrated when people interrupt the chants, praising him. He's not a god, but he likes to be treated like one, and so we always the elemental being Skyzel. He's hard to please. You must know of him, traveling in these skies.
I have not had the pleasure of learning of his existence, but I'm glad I spoke with you, because if we do run into him, if we were to greet him any other way than the ways you've instructed us, I know it would end poorly for us, so thank you.
You're very welcome.
Here, Booter, I think we can return one of these cows to them.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you.
I feel like you either got to return both of them or neither, right?
I mean, we do have the dead one on the other boat. The other ship that we're not talking about.
So the purpose of the cows was to be a sacrifice.
Oh,
The purpose of wasn't it?
were they supposed to be a sacrifice?
Well, Skyzel certainly loves a good sacrifice.
Well, then you're right, Booter. That we must let them be the sacrifice. All right. Well, guess we gotta.
Yeah.
We will take care of these cows for you. What were your names? By the way.
This is Movan, and I am
Movan.
Wispin.
Wispin?
We are monks that give praise to Skyzel, Lofton, Boomcloud, Sproingcloud, the Great Puff.
Okay, hold on. And he'll make them repeat that name about 5 times so that he
Skyzel, Lofton, Boomcloud, Spoingcloud, the Great Puff.
Okay. Well,
He yells louder. Did you hear that? Skyzel, Lofton, Boomcloud, Sproingcloud, the Great Puff. The island starts to vibrate just a little bit. The wood on your ship also starts to vibrate just a little bit. The wind seems to pick up just a little bit underneath you and push everything vertically up.
Maybe don't say his name so many more times.
No, he's the one you need. Where are you guys journeying to? Movan's gonna say, you, dwarf over there. Where are you headed off to?
Oh, yeah, it's meta. I forget which. We're looking for crystals, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know the area.
None of us do. These are the people that might know where we can get the crystals, but we do have Hizik ore belt somewhere.
What are these crystals called again?
They are called ethereal crystals, I think. Ethereal crystals, we're gonna call them.
We are looking for some ethereal crystals. You know where they are?
Why, sure. We have them here.
What?
Well, we give a chant. We give a chant to Skyzel Lofton. My friend here, Movan. This is Wispin talking. We are not so, friendly and trusting of the skies. Are a very, very dangerous place. There's a lot of mischief and not a lot of people you can trust. But you guys look like you are in search of some crystals, yes?
Oh, yes.
Yes, definitely.
Well, when we give this chant and make a sacrifice to Skyzel, sometimes he opens up his door here. Door here sort of comes to being. This door here comes out of the ground, a staircase. And down below you can certainly find some crystals.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
But be careful of the wind down there. It's quite fierce.
But I think that's what we were looking for.
Would you like for us to
Oh,
summon said door?
what do you say,
Well,
Booter?
you have to.
Kurgan?
You'd have to go ahead and recite the Shrizel.
The skies
the
will lost
chant?
to blue clouds, foreign cloud, the great puff chant.
Yes, of course. You don't know?
Yep. Yeah,
I don't
I don't know. I'm down to play ball with whatever this is. But what do you think, Turgan?
I don't want to say your stupid chant. Give me your goddamn crystals. I got money.
Well, I can't get to them until we sacrifice. You said you have one of our cows. I can't kill my own last cow, but you seem to have one on your
let's give him
ship.
the cow that we got fucked up. Let's give him the
The
cow.
broken leg ones.
Yeah, let's give him that guy.
Okay, well, let's use this as a sacrifice.
Okay, now
Well, I would be honored to learn the ritual. It is, I'm working on a ritual myself, so it's always exciting to learn other cultures' rituals to see how they might help me.
I'm gonna say like under my breath, but audibly, like nerds.
Yeah, that is correct.
okay, take a sword out and slit that throat of that cow, and repeat after me. Oh, Skyzel, puff puff, blow me, you poof and bounce.
Oh, skies will puff puff, blow me your boozle bounce.
I'm
And-
laughing. In game 2.
And do you? What do? You kill the.
Yeah, I killed the cow.
Move! Blood shoots out all over the ground, and all of a sudden, the skies turn a little dark, and you see this massive tornado cloud erupt on the plank. Oh, he's here! He's here! This tornado cloud of funnel is oddly not sucking, but it is monstrous and huge, and this massive cloud of smoke erupts, huge winds blowing, and for a moment it seems like the ships are going to float away and blow away, but something is keeping it put. But all you feel is the wind. The wind blows by your face, but your legs are standing put. It's a very awkward feel. And then out of this cloud, blowing everything but the priests and the cow off, vanish. And he says, "Ha! Behold! The door! You gentlemen will be able to find what you are looking for below. Enjoy! Again, watch the winds."
We'll walk to the door.
How are you docking your ships?
We're gonna tie them up side to side.
You're going to tie both ships to each other? And then how are you going to tie it to... Are you going to lasso?
the island?
Like, yeah. Just so I know for future.
Well, is there any...
you have
said
crew.
there's
You have crew.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna stay on the boat. But
Okay.
is there anything secure, like large on the island, the rock? Is there like a big piece of stone?
There's a cow.
Is there a structure?
No, not really. It's just the grass. It's just grass to
Okay.
just
Hold
a
on.
flat plain.
I will take care of this.
Oh boy, here we go.
Stag cracks his fingers. Where is it? Where's my damn abilities? I have too much shit on this guy. Oh, no, it'll last 4 hours. How long do you think it's gonna take us, Turgan?
How
More than
long is
4
it gonna
hours?
take? I don't
What
know.
are you trying to do, Chris? You're going to cast something for
I was
several
gonna
hours?
I was gonna make a large object that lasts for 4 hours that we could tie off to.
Oh.
So now that's perfect. So you just pick a, yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do.
So I'm gonna
Do you have something
create a
time
giant.
that?
No, well, that's an idea I had, but
That's a great idea.
yeah, then our ships float away after 4 hours. We're stuck here on the island. I got an idea. Turgan, do you have a spear?
I do.
Okay.
There's plenty of spears on the ships.
Okay. We can.
Harpoons, that is.
I learned this from.
Oh, a harpoon. A harpoon.
Yeah. Well, I learned this from a trick from an old friend. So you take 3 of these harpoons and you jam them into the ground, right? And then you take this rope and you run them between the 3 of them, 3 posts, and it like locks it up like a nice knot. It gives it some added.
Yeah, that works.
Mushroom Forest Act 8 Part 4. You learned that from Matt. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, inspiration for you for remembering that. Okay. Probably like about 2.5 hours into that episode. Okay, so you're gonna tether it. You're gonna bash it into the ground there and tie them together and create a stronger, like
Anchor point.
point.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
So and we'll turn. I'll say we'll do 2 of those and have both ships lashed together and each ship lashed to one of those.
Okay, and it's gonna be tight. That's fine.
Yeah.
So hold on. One ship is not to get it. One ship is
Right.
tied to another ship, which is tied to the.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
both
we're
ships have their own.
We're gonna have 2 anchors, and each ship has their own anchor, but both
Okay,
ships
cool.
are also tied
Alright,
to each
very
other.
Cool. All right, you get a cool point, sort of, because I was gonna have something horrible happen, but you avoided it. Okay, very cool. All right, the doors open. They look at you and they say, and I'm assuming you guys can deboard. They're saying, "Go on, enjoy. Your fruits of labor will give you what you seek. But just remember, the wind can be mischievous. And always remember, the skies will chant. If you can always call out for him. He's a little chaotic, though. If he appears, be nice." And there's an entrance and there's a stairway that goes down into the ground.
I'll yell to Greek. You're in charge. Don't let anything happen to the ships. Or Sprock's out there too. Sprock, keep an eye on Greek.
He looks at you with his alien face and says, "Hmm." And who are you leaving in charge of your ship, Turgan? Remember, you have those orcs, and they're sort of you just killed their guys. They're a little, I don't know if they're exactly trust.
Yeah, I don't trust. I definitely don't trust orcs.
Do you want
But-
Sprock to go over to your ship?
Yeah. I'll just have, since he's not here right now. Yeah, I'll just have him as like a, the foreman.
Okay. Sprock is
Sprock,
gonna be,
if you get hungry, you know what to do.
that's hilarious. Sprock is definitely. I'm gonna roll one of these. Sprock is definitely gonna need to feed. Okay. All right. So you guys are okay with sacrificing an orc. All right. Are you guys entering? Because I've created. Dun dun
Yes.
dun.
It's more an intimidation tactic to keep the orcs in line.
Listen, we've had a lot of wandering around, not doing much, and I created a dungeon.
Is it up on tabletop?
It is up on tabletop, and I'm going to drop your characters in.
Is the game
I
shared?
can describe it to you. It will be in a second. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Spencer.
There we go. And those of you who don't know how to use tabletop, that's as simple as that. Remembering the passwords. It's up. I'm dropping your guys in. You guys walk down this staircase, and It is very long staircase, very, very long, and it's cold, and you can all hear the wind blowing gently, a gently cold breeze. And as you get closer and closer, it sort of warms up, becomes a little bit moist. And when you finally get in, you look around and you see you see a marble platform, and it's suspended over a mist. And there is a statue that stands there. And the statue is going to say, he's going to be a statue. Chris, give me a, who's I guess walking down first? Probably not. I wouldn't imagine. I guess you guys can all give me a nature check.
Nature.
Okay.
Alrighty. Not terrible. A 6.
Okay. You see a large statue, Chris.
Ooh,
I got a 17.
just what I've been looking for, a statue.
And Booterbot, what did you roll? You might be muted.
Sorry, I was just on the phone. I missed
That's
everything that happened last 5 minutes.
You tethered the boats and you walked down some stairs.
To the Mr. Bong Clouds Island.
Yes, there was a stair. You did a chant.
What am I rolling?
You are rolling a nature check. There's a large statue. I want to see if you know what it is of.
Oh yeah, there's a decent chance. Go nature check, go. I got a 20. So yeah, tell me what's up.
You recognize this to be a statue of a sky elemental. And as you three get down on it, onto the marble platform, the wind roars and echoes through the cave. And you hear and you can see the statue, and it begins to glow. And as it glows, it lights up on the wall behind it the phrase, "Only those lighter than arrogance may pass."
Then air can pass?
Only those lighter than arrogance may pass.
Air or arrogance? What's
Arrogance.
Like arrogance, like ARROGANCE.
Yeah, like arrogance. Like you're an arrogant douche is how I would use that in a sentence.
So lighter than arrogance. That's interesting.
Yes.
So, humor? Comedy?
I feel like this was a good one for Stag if it's that. Yeah.
So, tell a joke. I haven't had to do some stand-up comedy in years.
So you're gonna hold. So what are you gonna do? What are you trying to do, Chris?
Well, lighten the mood a little bit. Tell
Okay.
a joke. So, oh wait, do I have...
Maybe
Oh,
we need to be
yeah.
humble, but I want to see you try and tell a joke first. I think this is a good idea.
This is Stag you're talking about. So,
The great
Sa-
Stag. He can do anything.
the great chaotic Stag slowly walks up to the statue. Three men walk into a bar, into a tunnel. A robot, a dwarf, and a beautiful, gorgeous satyr. The robot says, "Hey, look, it's a statue." And I turn to him and say, "No, that's my new friend, Billy Bob." What, that's not a good joke? Man, That's why I stick to poetry and music and not comedy.
So I think where you might have gone wrong there, Stag, is you talked about how handsome you were. You're supposed to be the opposite of arrogant, I think.
All of a sudden,
but
no,
this
that is not the answer to this riddle. And the wind blows very, very hard in all directions. Each player is going to have to make me a strength save.
Sorry.
I will make this roll in a sec. Or you could roll for me, Spence.
Roll for you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm downstairs.
Okay, Booterbot, you fail your dex save or your strength save with a 8.
Yeah, I definitely failed that.
And you are going to
fail with a 9.
be pushed
But
back.
I'm gonna use my favor by the gods.
Turgan,
Nice.
what's your strength?
Oh, I'm sorry. Just
This
straight-
wind just erupts. Failed at the riddle.
Got a. Oh god, fat fingers. What the fuck?
Fat finger tonight. Watch out.
Oh my god, I got a 1. I rolled a 1 plus a 7.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, Turgan fails the strength save and can't harpoon a cow. Let's mark that down. Boom. He failed. Blows off the platform. And I'll describe what happens to everyone when that happens. Chris.
So I rolled a 9, but I used my favored by the gods. Rolling a 2d4 because I assume a 9 would fail. So plus a 7 for that, so a 16.
You just make it. And it only pushes you 20 feet. The other two guys, you guys are going to fall onto some sharp objects. There's a
God.
platform underneath this mist of wind and cloud, and you fall onto it, and you are going to take 3d6 piercing damage, which is 8 piercing damage. And the platform raises you back up to the level that you are on. Level with the marble platform. And the wind is going to die down after that, and it's going to repeat itself. Only those lighter than arrogance may pass.
Alright, Stag, let me try this time.
Well, I'm not the one who fell off the platform.
You're the one who angered the wind god.
I'm sorry. I tell bad jokes.
I'm gonna go up to the whatever you want to call it, statue, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna give myself flying with my flying boots, and then I'm going to say, truthfully, I think that I am probably the least consequential party member here out of everyone. I believe I am I've found these people, in the Underdark. They brought me to their time, but I am just a humble robot from the past, and I, contribute where I can.
The wind is going to... the wind again. That is not the answer we are looking for. And Booterbot, give me an insight check before you make these strength saves. Again, everyone. If everyone wants to roll me a strength save, they certainly can right now, because you're going to have to. I decided I'm not going to go easy on anyone and let them pass.
I got a 1. Jesus Christ.
On your insight check?
Oh, that was the strength save. Sorry.
So the strength save you failed.
Insight check is a 3. I am fucking rolling donkeys today. Holy shit.
The other two guys, you guys can give me. You know what? Give me your Booterbot. You go flying off in this direction now, and you're going to take some damage. Chris, what'd you get on your strength save?
17.
You move back 20 feet. Turgan.
Do you want my other one or the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Oh god, a 10.
You get blown back again. You guys are both, the guys who fell off, Booterbot and Turgan, are going to take now 9, 10, 11 piercing damage as you fall, kaplunk, and this thing raises you back up to the level. And it's going to say to Chris, since you're standing there looking at this statue, give me an insight check, Chris.
Okay.
All right, before the next round of this fucking shenanigans, I'm going to give myself Guardian Armor Defensive Field, which I should have done last time.
Ooh.
A 12.
You have an epiphany in your mind, Chris, that arrogance, the meaning in this context, is quite literal. Letting go lightens your burden. Letting go lightens your burden. Only
All right.
those lighter than arrogance may pass. Letting go lightens your burden.
I'll, as the other guys pop off the platforms, I'll say this out loud to them. Well, what if we give it some gold? It's lightening our burden.
How much gold are you throwing down?
How much gold do I have? I don't have much. I have 0 gold.
What is? Okay. Well, what else do you have?
I'm looking. I will take out my disguise kit or my makeup bag.
Which you
I'll put
actually
that-
hold dear to you, don't you?
Yes, I do. And I'll put that at the feet of the statue.
The wind seems like it's listening to you, Chris. The other two characters, Turgan and Booterbot, you see Chris go over and drop something that he is holding dear to him next to the statue, and the wind seems to calmly listen to Chris.
I think
Only
we each have to
those
do it.
lighter. Yes. Only those lighter than arrogance may pass. Arrogance beating lighten your load.
We'll lighten our load. What does that mean?
Hold on, keep your pants on there.
I'm just, I'm trying to get clarification here.
It's not that kind of a statue.
No, but for real, like, I don't.
What do you got on?
Do I
you?
gotta drop like my axe or something? I'm already like practically naked. I'm like a fucking
Do you,
barbarian. I
have,
got is like an axe. I have an axe, 2 hand axes, some javelins.
Do you have a braid of hair?
I have 2 going down my beard.
Would you want to give part of one?
No, it's like my lifeblood right there.
Booterbot, what do you think?
You can take my hand axes, but you can't take my braids.
Okay.
What do you
So,
like? Do you think
Turgan,
it
what are
should
you
be-
what are you putting down?
I'll put down a hand axe.
Okay. Wind starts to glow. Listen, it sounds like it's listening next to you.
Okay.
I have a crossbow. I'll put my crossbow down.
Okay. As soon as you put down the crossbow, a platform emerges from behind the statue, and it's a bridge leading to somewhere else.
Well, before we go, I might not find another statue. Beautiful wind elemental. I'll look on it. Is there a name or any inscription in there?
Give me a investigation check.
13.
You see on it some language. What are you proficient at reading? Or
Common and primordial.
You see in primordial it says, bound by tempests, flame tied in stone. Only those who wield balance should praise Geisel.
Okay. Well, I'll call you... You're not the Great Puff. You're the Mini Puff. And I'll tap my hand on it and animate the statue. It becomes animated for an hour.
All right, so you have a floating statue of
Yep.
a wind elemental going with you.
All right, let's go,
Wow.
little fart.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So you're walking towards the next room. As you get closer down this pathway, next to you is just wind howling. And as you go about 20-30 feet in front of you, the fog seems to be shifting a little bit with each movement and sound of the wind. And as it clears up towards the end of the pathway, you can see that you are actually walking on a 10 foot wide pathway, and you cannot even see. It's pitch black. You can't even see how far it goes down. And as you're walking, Chris, I'm assuming you're leading, your statue is floating.
Yep, it floats.
And it just nicks as you see in front of you there's a doorway, and as you enter it nicks a little bit of the side of the doorway and a rock crumbles, and you don't hear it fall, you don't hear it land. That's how far down it is. And you enter this room in front of you. It's a circular shaped room on the dispatch board. For those that are looking, it's just a circular room, and inside, I had this all keyed up. Now where did it go? Give me a second. It's a circular room, and on each wall, I guess it's one wall. Silly DM. The wind blows through, and there on the wall you see Chris. As you enter, Turgan, give me a perception check.
Alrighty. 1 second. 17.
You see on the wall, circular walls, there are 10 stone mouths in this evenly spaced through this doomed room, each whispering a phrase. It's whispering. You can't quite make it out from where you're standing.
Can I get closer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to get closer until I can make out what they're saying.
You get closer, it says, and as you get closer, it says to you, "Where are you from?"
Hi, I'm from the Wandering Mountains. Where are you from?
And then the one mouth that you're talking to stops moving. And Chris, the one closest to you, starts to whisper.
The hell is this place? I'll get a little bit closer to try and understand what it's saying.
Kind of sounds like jazz, like skibbity doo bop, doo bop.
And you get closer as well.
Yeah, I get closer.
This one
Alyssa.
laughs. This one laughs at you. And then it stops talking. Booterbot, you see another one start whispering closest to you.
Is there some kind of check I could do on this?
Yes. Give me a insight check.
What about investigation or perception or arcana or anything that uses it?
You can give me an arcana check.
All right, arcana it is. Roll the fucking 2, so it's a 10. I don't think that's very good.
This mouth is seems as if it's speaking to you.
Oh wait, I have something for this. I recently got like the Fey touched comprehend languages. So I'm going to use that on myself.
Okay.
And use comprehend languages on myself, and then can I understand what they're saying now?
So you want to understand the language that they're talking to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The mouth.
In comprehend languages, it says you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
But you can still hear it.
Yeah, anything I can hear, I can understand the literal meaning of, is what it says.
And everyone in the room hears this statues floating there. But Booterbot, you hear this mouth saying, and it even looks at you in a different eerie way, I don't know! Say it, I don't know!
Did that help anyone else? I don't really know what to do with that.
I don't know. Did it?
Booterbot, the other
Thank
mouths
you.
in the room start whispering. The other two, Stag and Turgan, you hear coming from all around all 10 mouths. But Booterbot, all you hear are the different mouths and different voice saying, say it, I don't know, say it, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, say it, I don't know.
I say out loud, I don't know.
Everyone in the entire room is going to be taking a dex save. The room starts to shake and vibrate. Oh! The mouths stop moving. Everyone is going to do a dex save. Or you can do do dex save.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good one for that. Chris
Maybe I
might
won't
dance it.
roll like a donkey right now. Let's see. Oh, it's a 2.
You can do acrobatics, you can do athletics, whichever one. You rolled a 2, Booterbot?
I rolled a 2.
God, you guys
I
are
haven't
just not.
rolled above 3 tonight. It's been like 6 rolls. Oh, yeah.
I got a natural 20 for Stag for 26.
What about your statue, Chris?
I'm rolling that now. He's a +2. He got a natural 1, so a 3.
Okay. You are going to take half of this.
There it is.
Turgan, what'd you get?
For what kind of a roll?
A athletics, or the room is shaking and everyone is about to experience a heavy load of thunder damage. And
So you only want athletics.
yeah, sure.
A 16.
Okay. Turgan and Booterbot, actually Turgan and Stag, sorry. You guys are going to take half of 14, so you take 7 thunder damage. The room is also going to fail its, let me see, 13.
And then I take 14 thunder damage.
And you take 14. The room is also going to take 14 thunder damage, but 10 was the number it needed. And a door is going to fall off, leading to the next room. As the mouths stop whispering, they get quieter. And the wind seems to flow out of this room towards the next area. And when you get to the wall collapses. There seems to be a small little path that opens up into a wider room, and it's only a. Let me see where the description is of this room. The wind howls fierce as you approach the chasm, and all you can see are feathers floating around this room. There's a small little ledge that you can stand on.
Before we go too far, are you guys okay with waiting a few moments here so I can make sure that we're all okay before we go racing off into this chasm ahead?
Yeah, sure.
We have 10 minutes.
You and your statue friend? You want to have a...
No, well, I just need to give you a little speech. I'll start.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll start describing how all the beneficial things that are related to Booterbot and all the cool upgrades you have, all the positive qualities that Turgan brings to our group, and to follow along, and describe the beauty in the statue and all the places that we can hold hands and hang on to it, and better ways to communicate as we're fighting out there. So, and after that 10 minutes, we each get 16 temporary hit points.
What a douchebag.
Cool.
So essentially, rooms were useless then. Don't worry. I'll get it back. What about the statue? Does the statue get anything?
Yeah, I guess the 16 temporary hit points too.
Really? Nicely done. That's a little... you hear
You inspired the
Screech.
statue?
No, yeah, I would think so.
You hear a screech. There's a small pathway leading outside of this room. And then nothing. You can see Chris give me a perception check.
Okay.
So just like before, you see just an open darkness in front of you. The wind blowing.
A dirty 20.
You can make out there are raised platforms a little bit further to your left. There's one in front of you, and there seems to be that there's another massive structure in the furthest distance.
Okay. So I'll slowly hold the statue's hand as it floats behind me, and tap my foot. Actually, no, using my cane, my club, to tap the ground in front of me to see if it's solid before I walk on it.
Yes, it seems to be solid.
And out in front of the end of this, at the cloud, I'll poke to see if there's anything out in front of it.
So you're going down to see if... Are you trying to... Yeah, you poke and give me a... There's nothing. You don't feel anything.
Anything to the left and to the right?
You see to the right of you, there's nothing, but to the left, you see that these feathers that are floating in the air, every now and then they scrape and roll. They blow by. It looks like they hit something and blow by. So there's something it's hitting.
Okay.
And one sort of lands in front of you and seems to just float as if it's on the ground, and it brushes right up to your foot.
Stag will smile. He'll poke his cane out there. Assuming it's hard, he'll turn the rest of the group, smile, and take a step towards that space.
You feel as if you are on a crickety-crackety bridge. You can't see it. The only thing that you can see occasionally, every now and then, are these feathers that float over this bridge.
Okay. How's the wind? Can my statue float next to me?
The wind is calm at the moment.
Okay. My statue float within 5 feet of me as I slowly start to traverse on this bridge. So feeling my way forward with my foot before stepping into stuff.
What do you describe that again?
So I'm holding on to. Are there ropes on the side, or it just seems like only a foot
you feel the invisible magic ropes on your side.
So I'll hold onto the ropes on the side and reach a foot forward, making sure there's something there, and then step forward a little bit, slowly creeping forward on this thing.
Okay. You're gonna use your full movement?
Yeah. Well, half my movement because I'm going stealthily.
Okay.
Slowly.
I'm gonna say to get everyone involved and progress through. I think we should just do initiative. And give everyone some turns. Because it's gonna get a little weird here. Stag
2.
Stag will go. I think Stag.
I'll go last.
Yeah, you can go last since you went. Booterbot, you got a 2.
Bro.
And Turgan, higher than a 2.
7.
Hey, nice. 2-7. Nice. Okay, so Turgan, you see what you see is Stag investigating the ground. It looks like he's standing on air almost, and just where he's standing, occasionally there's a feather that floats by, and sort of can make out a little bit of the bridge pathway, the magical bridge pathway of sorts that he is standing on. Here, we add a layer of. This is cool. I can add an effect of snow.
I saw that.
Feathers. And that's what you see. It's your turn. You do whatever you want to do.
It's Turgan's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. So where exactly are we at right now?
So you are standing at the room, the circular room with all the mouths that were screaming, that gave you thunder damage. When the thunder damage happened, a portion of the wall cracked open, and it looked like it leads to a smaller path outwards. That path is more of a very small pillar, a couple pillars stacked next to each other, and Stag has found that there seems to be some sort of magic bridge that invisible magic bridge that he is standing on right now in the middle of, trying to make his way towards the larger structure, essentially.
Right, but am I able to see him?
Yeah,
am I able to see him walk on this?
Yeah, you can see him walk on it. What he's standing on seems to be an invisible, rackety. His body's moving, but as the wind in the area blows around, feathers can sort of make out the lay of the land for you.
You're gonna try to attempt to follow him?
You can see him holding on to the ledge, so you're gonna walk out onto the invisible platform as well.
Yeah.
And I guess Booterbot, that's what you're gonna do as well.
I'll yell behind you, go slow, it feels rickety.
But would you want like an athletics or an acrobatics type of roll?
The wind is going to pick up every turn. So once Booterbot does his turn, we're going to be doing some saves and stuff.
Okay.
And if I roll high
Okay.
enough, maybe an encounter of sorts. What, Booterbot, what are you doing? You see them standing on this floating magic invisible bridge. There are feathers everywhere.
I'm going to use my winged boots and give myself flying.
Damn, son. Look at you
And
go.
then I'm
Look at
going
you
to-
go, girl.
Fly over to Stag because fuck this.
Okay. As you're standing up there, Booterbot, or you're hovering up there, those on the bridge, give me a Dex save. The wind picks up a strong gust, blows you in one direction.
13.
That's a fail. And Turgan.
Athletics?
Yeah, sure.
29.
That's excellent. Stag, you fall off. Boom! You land on something hard and heavy. You're gonna take 8 bludgeoning damage, and this rock that you feeling object that you landed on seems to be condensed pressurized air, and as it lifts you back up onto the to the level where the guys are at, you realize that you've landed on nothing more than an elemental, a wind elemental. This is what this needs here. And it says to you in wind, who disturbs my slumber in this cavern of winds?
It is I, Stag, the humble poet of the great Skyzel Lofton Boom Cloud Sporn Cloud, the Great Puff, here to offer great stories and honor and respect with our companions.
This guy's initiative is a 7. Wow, tied with Turgan. The wind elemental is going to attack. But thank you for that introduction. That was very nice. Very nice touch there.
Okay.
He is going to look at you and say, "I don't care who you are. Suffer the consequences of waking me in my slumber." And he's going to attack you with a slam. He is massive. He's a large elemental. And he is going to slam both you and your who's standing next to you, Booterbot. One slam each. Since you guys are standing close, and that is.
Am I close? I'm right next to Stag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're
you're
floating.
My sentinel attack would trigger then, right?
Yes. Is that a reaction?
Yeah, it would.
Is that your reaction?
It is my reaction. Yes.
Okay. He attacks Stag first with a 21,
Yep, that will hit me.
and that is going to
Just barely.
one, just barely. Wow, I got a 1. And now I'm going to roll like now I'm going to take your like you guys have given me the low die sickness now.
Good.
You're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah.
And then
It's contagious tonight. This low die rolling.
you're slamming me too, right?
Yeah. And
But you get your attack off first.
yeah.
Okay, sure. I rolled. I'll swing with Tranquility because Tranquility just seems better than. That's 13. Does that hit?
No, just misses.
Okay. All right. Now you hit me, yeah?
He rolled a 12. He rolled an 18.
I have 21 armor class. I'm good.
He misses. It's Turgan's turn. You see, Turgan, you are separated. Actually, you're right next to Stag, right in front of Stag, and his statue, or behind Stag and his statue. Sorry. You see this wind elemental.
I mean, can I even attack a wind elemental?
You can try.
Is it physical?
try.
Do they take physical?
Yeah, we
he's
took
got
bludgeoning.
he's got resistance.
Okay. I have like no spells at all, so I mean, I can attempt to get in front of Stag and take a swing, I guess.
Yell at the wind.
Yeah.
You can. He's right there. He's within 5 feet of you, so you can.
Yeah, you can swing at him.
Yeah. All right. So is this a disadvantage then, or?
Any damage would just be halved from the resistance. That's what it would be.
Okay. All right. 21.
That hits. But you also
Okay.
have your one of your great axes, right? You only left.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I gave one hand axe away.
Yeah.
So 17
17. So
damage.
we'll round that up to 9. Okay. Boom. You connect. When you connect with what are you using? Your hands, your
My great axe, and
when
then
when you chop, it like goes through a little bit like you're chopping wind, but there's like a pressurized feeling of wind as you make contact with something. It takes 9 damage.
okay, I'm gonna pop a rage, and then I'll finish it off with a.
Popping rages.
A 15 to hit.
That also hits.
And 9.
9 will make down to a 5. So okay, same response. You feel something full there. And it's Buddhabot's turn.
All right. I'm right next to him, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just and he being an air elemental is probably resistant to thunder. That feels like a reasonable thing to guess.
Yes.
So I am just gonna hit him with tranquility, everyone's favorite thing.
The Tranquility Sword. What does it have?
I
in
rolled an 8. It has plus. Well, I missed my first attack. Let me just swing my second attack. I rolled another 8. I just whiff. I whiff on everything.
Buddhabot, you're just killing it with those rolls. It's insane.
That's with plus 3 to hit. Both the rolls were actually 5s.
That's hilarious.
I haven't rolled above a 5 yet.
Would you like to say anything to this elemental? I feel like that turn was so short. Maybe you need a little.
I don't know. Like
you're just shocked at how
you're all bluster and no substance.
Nice. That's very good.
Also, I want to move since I'm flying. I just want to move some with Stag kind of at all times.
Okay. So you're like hovering above him. Oops.
Yeah, just like within 5 feet of him.
Okay. Stag, you're up.
Stag is going to turn, look at this wind elemental, pull out his flute or his dulcimer. Actually, yeah, his. Oh no, he has his lute, his DOS lute, and start playing a little tune.
Oh god.
And That's fine. I'm just gonna cast. I'll start singing "Dust in the Wind" by Kansas and cast a firebolt at him. We at disadvantage since it's super close. Let's
Okay.
see what I got. Ooh, an 11 probably misses him.
That misses.
Yep, and then I'll have my bonus action. My wind elemental statue flutter behind him and whack him on the back. On the dirty 20 hits him though, probably
Yes.
for 9 force damage.
Okay. The wind elemental is going to actually. What we're supposed to do here is the wind picks up and it blows a howling gust of wind. Everyone make a save. Athletics, Booterbot, you get advantage since you're flying. Actually, you would get disadvantage if you're flying on your.
Well,
on your
but I can
checks.
just recover. Like I can just fly away and come back. You know.
Correct. So everyone's going to make me their athletics check.
So do I have advantage or
athletics.
disadvantage?
You'll have disadvantage because there's nothing grounding you to the floor.
Well, my first roll was a 2, and my second roll was a 5. So
Wow. Okay, Booterbot, you should just throw your dice out. The wind is going to blow you.
19 for me.
Stag, you stay put.
My creature, I'm rolling his. Hold on, he's not good. So he had a 9. He gets pushed.
20 feet in this direction. Booterbot, you get pushed 20 feet in this direction behind the actually you just be right behind the wind elemental but floating. Turgan, you're fine. Stag,
I thought I rolled. Stag rolled an 18. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Stag rolled a 20. Dirty 20.
hunker
That's
down.
athletics.
The thing shakes, you stay put, and your statue, floating statue, stays
It's
put.
blown.
The wind elemental is going to again. This time he's going to move just ever so slightly, so that he's right in the middle of Turgan and Booterbot, or he has you right there. He's going to sorry, not Booterbot. Turgan and Stag, and he's going to again. He's going to slam you, Turgan, with a 3, and he's going to slam Turgan again with a 14.
Both are misses.
He seems to be pissed off. Can't quite get a hold of you yet. Turgan, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to obviously hit him with my Great Axe. And that is a 22.
Yeah, that
And
is.
then and also a 20. Need both my hits.
Wow. The 20 damage.
16. No. Those were the both swings for the AC.
Okay. They both hit.
And then a 16 and a 13.
That's
Your
the,
damages.
yeah.
Those are my damages. And then I hit him with my shoulder attack again for a 25 to hit. And an 8 damage.
This wind elemental, you finally chop through it, and there's no more of that thick pressured wind, and it seems like you just severed in half, and you hear it falls thump, and as it falls, it lands on something very similar to the previous room, a floating platform of spikes, and as it lands, it elevates the platform, revealing the carcass of the wind elemental, which is just essentially, upon investigation, just slowly pressurized wind circulating through this corpse of elemental being, I guess is the best way to describe it. You're on this statue. The wind is blowing. Every now and then if you guys stay on the statue, I'll attempt to push you off of it. But the platform rises where he fell off. What are you guys doing?
Continue to go down the bridge.
All right. I will let everyone get to the next pillar, but you'll have to roll me your saves.
Is that me, right?
Yeah, you're good. You're flying.
Flying is great.
Seeing Booterbot flying and having fallen off once myself, I'm gonna have my statue come nearby, and I'm gonna climb on top of it and ride my statue.
Nice. Turgan, you're gonna be the only one that has to make saves at this point. Just one save.
What kind of a save?
Well, you're on this this bridge, and the wind is blowing, and all you can see are feathers. It'll have to be either some sort of investigation to watch your way. You can do if you want to try to sprint to get there. You can do a disadvantage. I would say you can do Arcana or Nature to see if there's any patterns in the way that the feathers are blowing across, to see if you can discern your next move. I wouldn't want to do Dex the entire time because that would be a little bit boring. But
I'll do Nature. I got a 10.
Okay. So as you're going through, you are going to fail this save, and you're going to fall. You're going to slip, and you're going to fall, and you're going to take... But you're raged, so I'm assuming this is halved. 9 piercing damage. And as you do, a very familiar platform rises up. As soon as you hit it, you take your damage, and it lifts you up back to the level of the bridge.
Turgan, here. Just take your time and take a breath. You got this, and I'll cast guidance on you.
Okay, and what does that do for me?
You get a D4 on your next ability check.
Okay.
But I guess...
Can I roll in athletics to try to make it across?
Yes, you certainly can.
Okay. So 23 plus 4 is...
You make it...
Well, 23 D4. Hold on. 26 total.
You can describe how fucking cinematic and awesome it is. What you do.
Does the Halo music play in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I want. That Halo music just comes in somehow for some reason. With that.
Stag starts playing it on his lute.
I'm gonna make
your guidance.
I'm gonna make a clip out of this. I'm gonna say Turgan, after failing a routine easy check and falling off of a imaginary platform, gets piercing damage, but seems to jump up. And in the most athletic fashion, Halo music in the background, run down and jump onto the pillar, accompanied with his floating guys. Flying statue. Okay. Turgan, you're in front of everyone. You see this large structure, and you see just at the corner of the structure a little light. You can make out sort of crack or hallway of some sorts. Again, there's nothing that you can see at the moment to walk on or to get you to that room through the crack or the crevice. There seems to be like a doorway, essentially, that you can see light flickering through.
All right, I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to try to open it.
Your platform that you're on is a 4x4. It's just all you had was a connection. You can feel, you can see where the bridge was, because you had your you failed your nature check, but you can see that the feathers are still blowing across that bridge. But you look out, there's nothing that seems to be there. It's just an open void. The feathers are just blowing restlessly.
Okay. Interesting.
Kurgan, do you want to fly too?
I do.
Alrighty.
There it is. Booterbot. Don't you?
I'm gonna go. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, what is?
Is this what level spell is this? Okay, yeah, I'll use a second level spell on you. I'll go to Turgan and I'll cast Levitate.
All right.
How many spell
That's a
slots did we
charge.
just use there?
I used one charge of my Das Loot.
Perfect.
Yes.
So Turgan
And now you are
levitates.
floating in the air, and I will pull you 20 feet closer towards me as I move forward towards that opening. And I'll deposit you, still levitating, on that platform.
What a douche. Okay. I would have done wind
Checks.
checks and stuff, but since you guys are all levitating, you succeeded that little encounter area. Turgan, you jump down, float down, boom. Your friend seems to have helped you pass some definite damage. You enter this colossal chamber, and you can hear the howling winds in the back of the room. It seems to be emanating from a certain area. It's a long hallway, and there seem to be walls that are set up that are staggered through the room, and the wind's blowing from one general direction. And you can, that's it. There seems to be light emanating from that general area as well.
So just for clarification, do we defeat the air elemental?
Yes, Turgan just
Okay.
destroyed it.
Yeah, I
Like,
kind of one-shot it.
Adam finally. You guys
I was
finally
trying to figure
rolled
out.
more than a 5, you know. But yeah, you one-shotted the hell out of him. Okay, gotta increase my. I keep forgetting sometimes your levels, but not this encounter. Turgan, you see the wind is blowing. The light is flickering.
I don't know if I want to keep proceeding until everyone else catches up.
Well, I'm waiting for you to clear the path with the small entrance before I could.
It's a 5x5 a 5x5 path leading into this room.
I mean,
Yeah, but how do I clear?
I'll follow Turgan in. I don't know.
Well, you gotta go in so I could go in behind you.
I'll just
Sure.
go in? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll go in. That's fine.
Yep, and then I'll follow in behind you.
Okay. The wind is
Yeah.
blowing very strong and very straight. Very. There's no rattling of the wind. No, it's not. It's blowing directly into your eyes, it's making your clothes blow in the opposite direction, straight. It's almost as if there's a large fan of some sort. And you see down the hallway, you see this large light flickering. And I'm assuming you guys are just going to be walking towards the
Yeah.
towards it or floating towards it or however you're doing. Are you still floating? Who's still flying?
All of us are, right?
I'm on the ground. I would have hopped off once we got inside here.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
I mean,
statue
I
is
still
still
have
floating.
fly cast on me, but like I'm on the ground most likely because of the confined space.
Okay. As you guys get towards the end of this, towards the middle of this chamber, just move you guys up. You can make out the statue, or what it is. Stag, you're leading this charge. It looks like.
Sure.
With your freaking statue. Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is going to be a 12.
You see that the walls are covered in spikes.
Oh.
And you see that the light is flickering, and it seems to be that there's an orb in the same color as your ethereal crystal, rotating. And that's...
I think there's some crystal ahead of us, boys.
Okay, cool.
Be ready.
Right.
Oh, I have. So we just careful with the spikes in the walls. I will send my statue floating all the way up towards the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it next to it. See if anything happens as it approaches.
As the statue gets close to it, can you see
No, I can't see through it.
through it? No, right?
No.
So you can pretty much just see what it is that you have.
I'm just
found.
seeing
There's
if it's gonna like
trigger any
jumps.
trap type thing.
Yeah.
Nothing that you can make out happens.
Okay.
That's different.
Then I'll slowly approach myself.
The wind
And as I-
picks up. And the rotating orb is rotating quite quickly. Emanating light and flickering. Some sort of crystal.
Does it look magical?
Sure. The orb? Yes.
Or the structure that the orb is in?
Give me an Arcana check. Definitely not normal.
A 10.
It seems to be a circulating orb emanating light and strong winds.
Perfect. Booter, what do you make of this? This looks like it has the crystal in it.
Can I do like an Arcana or investigation check or something?
You certainly can.
As you get closer, I'll slap you on the ass and give you guidance.
It's not an ass. It's more of just kind of like the backside of my metal exterior. But sure. I'm gonna
Clank.
roll. Clank. Oh, look at that! I got without guidance. Even I got 23. So with guidance, I don't know. Call it 25.
Was it investigation?
Arcana.
You feel that there is a large amount of magic going on in this area. And let's see, just exactly. You can see that this orb is in the same shape as the crystals, or the same color, and it looks like it's going to be the same type of material, but a little bit more robust. It's like a larger solid. Maybe it might even be a stronger type of crystal that you might have come across with that Arcana check. And since you are the Sky Rider, no, you're the you're the Sky Rider. You recognize that the engine had 2 or 3 types of crystal holders or
Slots.
slots for use.
Got it. I'd say, yeah, we can definitely use these guys. This looks like we hit the mother load.
Finally. Let's get them.
Yeah, agreed. So how do we like break these crystals off, or are they like loose and able to be picked up?
Who's grabbing it?
I'll have the little fart grab it, the statue.
Nice. As soon as you grab this statue, everyone's gonna roll an initiative, and you're gonna hear a loud voice say, as soon as you touch it, and sort of, actually, as soon as you touch it, everyone roll me initiative. This is gonna be the fight.
Oh, we you see the message in chat?
There's a message in chat?
No, in the
Zoom chat.
in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, I tried sending a message. Didn't want to interrupt that.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
So we're rolling initiative?
Yeah. I don't see it.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, just roll. Maybe.
I got a 5.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 1.
Wow, Booterbot, you're terrible. A very powerful wind monster is going to come up. And it's going to say it's a massive wind elemental. And hopefully this works here. Let's flip it up. Sorry. Let me just grab the other elemental. Bring him over here. Enormous wind elemental jumps up. And he is going to go, and the room, again, the walls now stick out, all these spikes from every wall, every surface. Booterbot will play you, Aaron, don't worry. I mean, Adam, don't worry. And he's going to go at 7. Wow. These are terrible rolls the whole time.
Okay,
yeah, Adam,
roll for me then.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. We all have our lives.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I got on.
It's
No,
all good.
thought it was gonna like go for like 2 hours, and
You're good.
I didn't realize they're gonna go that long. So my bad. But you guys, good luck. Let me know how it goes. I'll check out the stream later.
Alrighty, see ya.
All right, bye.
Okay, so Adam's out. All right, so the wind elemental, this massive being, is going to yell at you, Booterbot. It's going to say, "Kneel, mortals, or at least try not to trip on your cloaks and blow." Sorry, I just can't say blow without laughing too much. And it's going to swing at you with a... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. It's going to do its special attack here. It is each creature in the creature's space must do a DC strength saving throw. Everyone, Booterbot.
I can't roll for Turgan, so one of you guys should do that. But yeah, I'm happy to give direction.
Sure, I'll roll for Turgan. He.
I got a 15 on my strength save. It's actually better than normal.
Let's see what its modifier is. strength save, you said?
Yeah.
He has a plus 11. So add 10 to what you had, Booter.
Oh, he
So
was
he-
attacking. He was attacking Turgan, not me. Then yeah, I mean I have 15. so-
Never mind. Ignore me. Forgot Turgo's way back there.
So what'd you guys get?
So
Turgan blows back 20 feet. And does that hit his? No, he's fine. Stag.
I need to roll strength save too?
Yeah, everyone in the vicinity.
Okay.
Within
I get
20
blown
feet.
back.
I did 15, and I could also, I think, flash of what is it called? I could flash of genius myself. So I'll do 19. That should save me.
The
One,
statue got a 19.
2. Okay. The statue doesn't move. Chris, your stag gets moved back 20 feet into the sharp spiky wall behind you, and is
Go
going
sideways?
to take he sort of does it in a circular fashion. 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, is this the one? Yeah. Booterbot, you're up.
All right. It really feels like the majority of the spell damage that I can do is thunder or lightning damage, so we're gonna attack with the sword. And also I'm gonna move up, position-wise. Actually, you know what's funny? You know the fastest way for me to pull up what the map looks like is looking at the at the Instagram stream here.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
All right, so basically I want to be positioned next to him and close to any allies, and then I just want to attack with my sword.
Okay.
So it does 17 hit.
17 does not hit this one.
And then doing it again. That does not hit. That was a 12. All right, I whiff both my attacks and feel good about myself. Next person's turn.
So I guess it would be Turgan's turn. He's pretty far away though, and he can rage. So he's raging. You're gonna need him for this fight. So
He's gonna rage. He's gonna dash. Yell.
Yeah, he's gonna charge. He's gonna charge right at this guy.
Hilarious.
30 feet.
Okay. The wind elemental being is going to yell something to you along the lines of, "You call that an attack? I've sneezed harder winds than that." Looking at you, Booterbot. Chris,
That's
did you
fair.
go?
I mean,
I have
whiffed them
not.
both, so.
Oh, it's your turn.
Okay.
I'll take my bonus action mockery.
Your free action.
Someone told me to do that once. Yeah.
Yes. Sagas will pull himself off those spikes and step in between these pillars. And play a little tune to cast a firebolt at this guy. Come on. For a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That should hit.
Good damage for
Damn.
21 fire damage.
Damn, son. And he is not. That's straight up damage.
Yep.
This big,
And
it erupts and you see the flames like circle around this wind beast.
And my statue is going to turn and try and punch some of those flame swirls with its force-empowered slam for my bonus action.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. 21 to hit for... decent for 11 force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come behind this wall to protect myself from the wind, and that's my turn.
Okay. Now it's the wind elemental's turn. It is going to target Booterbot, and it's going to use a wind blast. And it is going to attack you with a 19 plus a 16, which is a 35.
35 to hit or 35 damage?
35 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You are gonna. Wow, that's a lot of damage. But we made mistakes when we were doing things.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I'll be alright.
3d12.
Oh, you're fine.
So
That
that's
could be only a 3.
a 10 plus so it's 21 plus that's 33.
Jesus.
33 bludgeoning damage as this thing cracks you, and it blows you 40 feet in the backwards. But you rest and your head bumps against the spike, not causing any damage.
Alright. Ouch. That was spicy.
Actually, I made a mistake. You need to do a DC strength save, or you get blown back only 20 feet. Sorry about that.
Oh, well, I got a 20 on the strength save, so I'm not blown back at least.
Yeah, you're right there.
That's far. Nice.
Yeah. Good for you. See, that's how you make a mistake and say my bad. Stag, you're up. Or no, Booterbot.
No,
Actually, no, it's Stag. It should
Turgan.
be. Yeah, sorry, you're right. It should be-
Turgan.
I'm gonna rewrite it. Air, Turgan, Stag, Booter. There you go.
Okay. So Turgan is going to rush up other 30 feet. And then... Actually, yeah, he'll rush all the way up here. Get right up in this
Nice.
bitch's face. And can he do his bonus action shoulder
Yep.
thing?
Hmm.
He's gonna do his bonus action shoulder attack. The plus 11. Jeez. Hold on. I'm gonna do a custom roll. So plus 11. Oh, he'll be reckless on this
Okay.
because he's barbarian. I forget barbarians.
Mhm.
So there you go. So he'd be at 18 plus 11 is whatever that is.
18 plus 11.
To that that hits. I'm rolling your damage. So he takes 10 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and that's Turgan.
Okay. Stag, you're up now. To get back on order.
All right, Stag will hop around the corner, blast another firebolt at this pool. Where's my firebolt? There you are. Oh, for a, you know what it is. A
Okay.
natural
28.
20. A natural 20. For, oh,
That's
that's
a
not
crit
that
then.
much. Yeah, it's a crit. So that's 36 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
How much?
That's
36.
A hell of a
Wow.
cantrip, though.
Yeah, critted cantrip.
That's so much damage. I have to use a calculator to add it all up. Wow.
And
Okay.
I'll roll my other attack, my statue popping. No, he's going to miss. That's an 11 to miss.
Yeah, that misses.
And that's it. I'm going to pop back behind the corner and be safe.
Booterbot, you are. I don't even know. Are you levitating? You're levitating.
I'm flying, not levitating.
Oh, okay. Well, it's your turn.
Cool. I mean, really does not feel like there's a whole lot I can do besides just continue to swing at this guy. I mean, see. So he is in, if I'm seeing the map correctly, he's like, his back is, there's a wall behind his back. Yes?
Right. It's a large rectangular room. There are walls every now and then on the sides. He is separating you from the flotating crystal. Turgan is somehow closer to the crystal than you are, and yeah. So that I'm not.
So
sure
behind him, well, so basically, what I want
behind him is a corner of the room.
I want to position myself so that I'm going to thunder wave him and try and slam him into the wall.
Okay.
And since the effect of thunder wave does not depend on the level, just the damage, right?
What damage type is it?
It's thunder damage.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just do, but yeah, sorry, just stag, just confirming. When Thunderwave's ability to push people is not going to be dependent on which level I cast. It's the same amount each time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The level just determines the damage.
yeah. So I'll do a rank 1 Thunderwave and try and push him to the wall.
Okay.
So that does 8 damage.
It's a con save.
And it's a 16 con save, yeah,
For the
for the movement.
okay.
And if he succeeds, on a failed save, he's pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, he isn't pushed. Okay.
He gets a 25 con save.
Okay, well, that did not do anything. Did he take 8 damage?
He is going to take 8 damage, yes.
My statue.
Oh, it's
failed
halved. It's halved because he's
Man, I am crushing it today. All
My
right.
statue gets thrown the 15 feet though.
Sweet.
Took that 8 damage.
Sorry.
It's all good.
He doesn't quite hit the wall though. That was not a good move. Buddhabot. It's the air guys now. He's going to look at you, Chris, and he's going to say, hold on to your spell slots. This is going to suck.
You can't even see me. Why are you trying to suck me from around a corner?
Hold on to your
It's a
spell
new one.
slots. This is going to suck. Did you go, Chris?
Yeah, I did. I
you
crit.
ran away. That's right. Yes, you did crit. He's going to use his strongest spell called Call Storm. The Elemental Lord creates a storm, 120-foot radius centered on it. The area becomes difficult terrain for every creature other than the Elemental Lord, and each creature of the Elemental Lord's choice, which is all of you, must make a DC 21 Dexterity saving throw, taking 4d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful.
Well, I'm gonna use my Guardian Armor again.
And it,
Nope, both fails.
nice.
Yeah, I rolled a 7, so that does not work.
This is gonna come down and hit you guys with, what is it, 4d? It's 4d. So that's 8. And so 17 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a, I think, I'm just going to roll for Turgan. He succeeds on his, no, he doesn't, he fails as well. I'll just keep track of how much damage it is. 17 damage, lightning damage for each one.
Okay.
The storm lasts 1 minute. As a bonus action, I can create lightning strikes with this storm, and that's his move. So
Okay.
17 damage to each one of you. It is now Turgan's turn. Probably
He's
not
gonna go
work.
ham. Turgon's going ham.
Okay.
You
Two
gotta
great
do the yell, like, yeah.
becoming Arnold.
Yeah. Slowly.
So each of these. Oh, this is first one. I'm gonna do advantage for first attack. So an 18 plus 11 is a lot. Advantage for the second attack. This is reckless. That will hit. Advantage for a shoulder attack. I'll roll all the damages in a moment.
Okay.
That's a 31 or 14, 25 to hit. Yeah. So
It's
2d12s and a d4 plus 21.
forget how much math barbarians have in there. You'd think that they're not mathy, but boy are they.
Okay, so it's plus 21. That's 35. I don't think that includes his rage damage.
Damn.
That's an extra. It's his rage up to. It's a plus 3, so it's 35 plus 6 is 41 total piercing and slashing, I believe. Piercing and slashing.
Oh, this guy's gonna yell, "That cut me deeper than a bard's breakup song." Booterbot.
Okay.
No,
the
no, I'm
storm
sorry,
is
I'm
still
sorry.
there?
No, I'm sorry, sorry. It's Stag's turn.
No,
Got it.
bonus action, I'm going to smack him with my statue. Does a 16 hit him?
No.
Okay, so my statue misses. And then the stag from around the corner is going to start whispering, "Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit lonely." He casts Dissonant Whispers. He needs to make me a wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Damn you. So you
Yeah.
still take half damage, but you don't have anything else happen.
Okay.
So you
Let's-
take 13 psychic damage.
13? Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Booterbot?
Okay. So the storm is still around, right?
Yes. It lasts
okay.
a minute, which is 10 turns.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay.
Third level spell.
On the storm?
Yes. It says choose a creature object magical effect. Any spell third level or lower ends, fourth level or higher, you have to make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay.
So what is the spell's level?
I don't see it here. I will just say that it ends. That's fine.
Alright. I mean, yeah, I used my whole turn.
That's pretty good.
And then I will do Guardian Armor Defensive Field for a third time. Fucking good thing I'm a fucking tanky POS. And yeah, I think that's like, other than that, maybe, I mean, probably it's just like good for me to still be, I'll just like move to where I'm protecting within 5 feet of one of the closest teammate, probably Turgon.
Okay.
Protecting him.
So that's your turn?
Yep.
All right, air guy. He's gonna do his other one. Whirlwind. Each creature in the elemental's lord space must make, which is essentially all of you except for Stag, must make a DC 21 dexterity saving throw. On a failure, you take 8d8 plus 9 bludgeoning damage, and you're flung. So Booterbot, good luck to you, sir.
Oh boy.
My statue fails. Turgon, it's what you said, deck
Yeah,
save.
I got 8. You said how much is it to save?
love
I'm-
that. 21 dexterity saving throw.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Turkin needs a crit in order to make it.
Yeah. I also needed to, and I did not.
Oh, Turkin got an 18.
He's raged though. He only takes half.
Oh wait, does he get advantage because of deck saves?
Does he?
Barbarian? That he can see?
Wait, no, I can give him Flash of Genius. That puts him up to 22. Flash of
Okay.
Genius. Haha.
Turkin succeeds.
Wow. So he
But
only
I'm about
takes
to get my fucking ass kicked.
he only takes 47 divided by 2 damage.
47.
Yeah.
So I take 47.
Yeah.
The
47
statue
bludgeoning
just barely
damage.
crumbles.
That's
Uh,
so hard.
I like you can see that I'm clearly distressed. Like I've got my ass kicked.
I haven't laughed like that in a long time. Hey, listen, making it harder is more meaningful sometimes. That's his turn.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. He looks over at Booterbot and he says, "Even hurricanes must nap, but I'll be back with snacks and vengeance." It's a terrible quote. Turkin's up.
All right. Turkin go ham. I'll do a bunch of rolls and then some math for you. So first
47. I can't do those attacks anymore, though. By the way, yeah, go ahead.
First is a 24 to hit. Second is a natural 20.
Okay.
And third is a 26. Okay, so Barbarian natural 20 is just a normal double dice. Okay. Alright, all 3 hit. So we gotta do 1. There's the crit. There's that. Plus 27 to this number. 24 plus 27 is 51.
Jesus Christ.
Slashing and
I
piercing.
like
Wow.
doing 4 damage a turn, doing like 65 damage a turn.
So how much did you do? 40, 51?
51 total.
Wow. Okay. All right. Turkin feels the force of this wind monster get a little bit less forceful. Something about the wind is not spinning as much. And it's all noticeable to everyone. Stag, you're up.
Stag is going to be very sad that a statue is not there. And then I'm going to cast a firebolt at this creature.
Okay.
Oh no, a natural 1. That
Nice.
doesn't work.
Booterbot,
Eh,
jump out of the way. Give me a dex save.
What? Another
You're standing,
why am I
right?
doing another dex save?
Well, actually, no. That's direct. You don't have to aim at that, right? It's just, or does it?
it is an attack roll, but
No.
I think it's closer to hit Turkin.
Turgan. Give Turgan a dex save.
Deck save? Okay. Oh, no, he got a 5.
It hits him.
Okay. Oh, Turgan, I'm sorry. Come on,
Where's-
low damage.
Where's Turgan at health wise?
Not bad.
Not bad.
I don't know. He took 11 fire damage for that.
Can we
Turgan-
like
Yeah,
look
I'm
up
gonna,
Turgan's health?
yes. I believe he has 86, I think.
86 remaining or total?
I think total, but he's taken 11 from that, Chris.
He took 11 from that.
and he was at 52. Or no, that's 52 damage that he's taken so far. But he also took stuff earlier. Oh, Booterby, I found you. I was like, where? I was trying to look your character up so I could trick you. He is not doing very well, guys.
Okay. Booter, are you really rough?
I have 33 health, and I can
Okay.
give myself plus 12 one more time. I think he's a bigger
Okay.
priority. He's
I
all
will-
about damage.
After I hit him, I will bonus action healing word on Turgan
Okay.
for, let's roll this, for 11 healing, so it gets back what I heard on him.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Booterbot.
So where is Turgan at now?
Turgan is, he's all right for now.
I guess the reason why I'm asking is because I could cure wounds him or cure wounds myself. I think I'll cure wounds him anyway. Let's just do that. So I'm going to do a cure wounds level 3 on Turgan.
Okay.
Because I am about to fucking leave him behind. So that comes out to 17.
Nice.
And then I am going to
17 on of healing. Okay.
and then I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step and then run around the wall to where Stag is. I'm doing like kind of both. Like a Misty Step and then a movement
Okay.
to get me there.
All right. The wind element is going to.
We just leave Turgan out there by himself.
The wind element is going to multi-attack Turgan with 2 slams, and it doesn't have a recharge on its whirlwind yet. His slam is a 34.
Yep, the
It's a hit.
87 hits too.
And a 20. A
Yes,
24. No, sorry, 22 to hit. So 34 and 22.
Those hit Turgan.
3d12. Oh boy. Okay, so 3d12 coming at Turgan. That's 12. Wow. But it's bludgeoning, so it's halved. So 20 and 31 plus 9.
Gee, you roll
40
so high on
40
those d12s every time. Damn.
It's because I got that nice new. This one I got at Comic-Con, by the way. It's nice crystal. That's 20 bludgeoning damage if you have it. So.
To who?
The Turgan.
Turgan.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I know. I hope we don't kill him. But
We need to get Spencer different d12s. The ones that are weighted to ones.
It's Turgan's turn, unfortunately, for the wind elemental. But the wind
All right.
elemental is going to yell at Turgan. He's going to say, "Oh, my non-existent wind kidneys."
Turgan's
Okay.
gonna look confused
Yeah.
and growl. Okay, first attack, 18 plus, it hits.
That hits.
Second attack, a 15, or another 18 plus. Okay, third attack. Oh yeah, 19 plus. So 1, 2, 3 plus 27. It's 23 plus 27, so that's 50 points of piercing and slashing.
50. This guy, the wind
Thank
seems
God.
to not be. It's not spinning at all. It's all over the place. Not doing very well. Stag, it's your turn.
Stag is going to do what he did last time. I'm going to use my spells. Cast a firebolt at it.
Nice.
Actually, no. Yes, because of level spell stuff. So I'm gonna cast a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Come on. There you go. A 25 to hit.
That hits.
There you go. 24 fire damage.
Describe your kill, Chris.
So Stag is going to let out a little bit of fire from his flute, but he's also going to let out a little whisper. And before the firebolt hits this creature, a healing word is going to hit Turgan and say, rest, my child. And he's going to take 6 points of healing.
Okay.
And then this firebolt is going to start catching into all of the swirling wind, and the tornado turns into a firenado, and it slowly burns from the inside out. Just like paper burning in the air, is this elemental burns from the inside out.
And it puffs into a large cloud of smoke and disappears, leaving you this spinning orb in front of you. And as it disappears, it says one last thing, and it says, let's see if you can weather this. There's a massive...
That was your best joke yet.
There's a massive crystal cube in the middle for you to take next time.
Oh. Roll high and subscribe.
Roll high and subscribe.